What was it like facing the great Sandy Koufax? I'd love to hear it from you.
Well, day, 63 Yankee Stadium. Great fastball, good curveball, but even better changeup. And I batted second. Kubek led off, struck out. I struck out. Mantle struck out. Same thing next time around. Third time up, I was just trying to be a first ball hitter. I struck out after Kubek did. I walked by Mantle in the on-deck circle. He shook his head. He says, "No use for me to go up there." I walked the fourth time up.
So would you say in your very illustrious career, Sandy Koufax was the toughest pitcher you ever faced?
Yes, I would.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's another guy that was sort of a humble guy that he didn't say much, but boy, he sure gave you a good effort.
Boy, he sure did, didn't he? Yeah. He had kind of the grace of a Joe DiMaggio in a way, didn't he? Quiet and unassuming.
Yes.
But boy, could he pitch.
Yes.
Just watching him wind up was a thrill to me when he would, kick the leg up. And how about Dandy Don Drysdale?
Well, he was tough because he threw from the side, and he'd pitch you inside, so he was tough. And I would say he would rank right along with Koufax.
Right along with?
Against the right-hander anyway.
All right. And how about Don Newcomb, the big Dodger gun?
Well, I don't remember him too much except that Yogi Berra wore him out. Absolutely hit the ball. Whenever Don Newcomb was pitching, Yogi would just wear him out. So if nobody else was hitting, Yogi'd win the game by himself.
That's a great story. That's a great one. Bob Feller, without a doubt, the fastest fastball. Any anecdote about the great Bob Feller?
The only thing I remember, I got to know him. I got my first hit off Bob Lemon, who was a curveball pitcher on that ball club.
Oh, yes.
But Feller threw real hard, but I've gotten to know him real well since then in old-timers games. And he was telling me about his era when they tried to time him. They'd get a motorcycle, and they'd get a catcher, and when the motorcycle got along even with him, he'd throw the ball to the catcher, and they would use the speedometer on the motorcycle to see how fast he was throwing. He came up with 100 miles an hour or something like that.
Boy, could he throw fast, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Ooh, boy. And is that the most difficult ball for Bobby Richardson to hit? What is the... If you had a weakness in hitting now that you're not playing, would it be a fastball, a curve? What's your most difficult pitch to hit?
I think I was probably a fastball hitter, but I adjusted to the curve with 2 strikes. I didn't strike out a lot either.
No, you didn't.
So I would look for the fastball until I got 2 strikes, and then I just kind of looked for the ball, and I could adjust to the slower pitch.
Yes, yes.
But I think if I had to say, I was probably a fastball hitter and a first ball hitter, too.
Yes, yes.
Didn't get many walks.
And looking at your stats, you very rarely did strike out over your career.
To lead the league every year in at-bats.
That's right, yeah. And you almost got the MVP one year, didn't you?
I was runner-up to Mantle.
Runner-up to Mantle.
An honor to be runner-up to Nick.
Oh, boy. That was a big, big year for you.
And you know what else? And I've got a scrapbook here that some little kid gave me. It was a cousin of mine, and he kept this scrapbook. And Joe DiMaggio made the statement. That was 62 that I was runner-up to Mantle.
Okay.
It was Sport Magazine or some of those things like that. It was saying, who's going to be the most valuable player this year in 1964? And Joe DiMaggio picked me to be the most valuable player. Now, I didn't have a good year or anything, but that's an honor for Joe to have done that.
Yes, just for Joe to have done that is a great thing, So it shows you how carefully he still followed the game.
Exactly.